Hi there, welcome. I'm Sandra. Today I want to talk about when we're seeking ourselves, when we're seeking meaning, we're seeking some kind of validation, some direction in our lives. And we're always reaching out and looking for something out there that might show us the way, might tell us, give us a sign about who we are or our grander purpose or how to get out of this funk or this direction in our lives. And we reach and we keep reaching. And when you look in the big picture of everything that you're seeking, you know, there's an emptiness that arises within us. And then we're seeking validation and justification and that somebody else has us pinned and has us right out there. And it can seem that way. It can seem that way. But when you really look at the big picture, sometimes we attract what we're seeking. Sometimes we attract it in a way that really doesn't serve us. It shows as a reflection of what we are seeking, but it really has no potency, right? It really can't deliver. And what I'm saying is searching outside yourself for anything can be very futile, can be very disappointing. Searching for validation on what you've done and how your life is going is also can be very, very momentarily, you know, fun and fantastic, and you can feel like somebody else understands you, but ultimately nobody really does. And why should they? This is your story. And there are parts of you that no one could possibly understand the depth of who you are. But it's hard to walk this path alone and feel that you are actually accomplishing any great feat within yourself without any kind of recognition. You know, that's really tough to, and so that's why we seek it. We seek it outside ourselves. And that's very understandable. We can seek things outside of ourselves for a lifetime. We can almost believe that somebody gets us, and we can keep going like that for a lifetime. But in all evidence out there, what we seek, from all evidence, from, you know, the great poets to the prophets to, you know, the great songwriters from all time to the Stoics, what we're seeking is within us. We are not like, we can have similarities to other people, but we're absolutely different. And it's amazing how that can happen. It really is amazing. But to reframe, I keep on wanting to say that sometimes people like can go out there and listen to someone like they can have millions of listeners and they're talking about one story, but a million people relate to that one story. But there's different shades of that, right? There's different shades of that. So I wouldn't be so quick to put yourself in this cauldron of like people. You know, sort yourself out, understand your individuality. You know, and that's by looking within and saying, and looking deep within all your trials, all your tribulations, all of the moments that you have bared witness to really, really deep and unspeakable things, things that have shaken your world, you know, moments in time that surface and haunt you. Look at them deeply, and look at where the key, what is it that is haunting you here? What is it, what message, what golden what piece of golden wisdom is in this that you are not seeing. All victory lies within you. All of it lies within you. If you have the courage to look at yourself. Some people don't want to go there because it's just too much. But that too much will set you free. You know, that too much, if you honestly look at it and not relive it or take it so personally, you know, understand, you know, the understanding is you're too connected, you're too attached to the story. You have to kind of sit back and watch the story of your own life on a big screen and become the third person and not get emotionally attached when you're reviewing yourself. Right? Don't get emotionally attached when you're looking at the big picture of your life. Have some distance from that. Step back from that. You know, put some space in between you and your experience. Okay? You know, you don't log into the emotion. Then you're going right back out on in a storm, in an absolute storm, and it sometimes can, you know, the degree of the storm can elevate because, like, I mean, you're so invested in it. We all have stories. We've all gone through things that have deeply scarred us, And it's our story. Be brave enough to look at your story. Be brave enough to look at how victorious you actually are, and give yourself some credit for knowing who you are and not giving your power away. Right? Keep your power. Keep your story. It's yours, and it has meaning. Namaste. I shall see you on the path.